Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned.
That's funny.
More than 7,000.
Oh, welcome to another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. I believe this is episode 15, or 16, or something like that. Anyway, I was thinking to myself as that came on, it's very accurate to the artistic abilities during that time period in Europe. But if you look in the BC era, long before medieval Europe, their art and sculptures, things like that, had so much more detail and looked way better in Egyptian times than what they do in the Renaissance and stuff like that. It's like their skills decreased, or maybe everyone got hit in the head and went stupid. I don't know. The Egyptians seem to have a lot more talent at that. Oh, that was a slow load. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would normally be, but meh. Man, it is already midnight in my area. Yes. And I was on my way to Scouts to turn in my quest and get Kunish on board.
God save Henry.
No, God destroy you too. Yeah, die.
Watch what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm in.
Uh-huh.
I'd like.
I take care.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm also supposed to steal a horse from Mahoyat. Mahoyat, something like that. Probably should have done that before the plague hit him, but meh.
Greetings, Henry.
Bye. Yeah, I don't want to take, I just want to open. I need skill. Alright, now, to make the decision. Do I want to go to Mahoyat it, and snag a horse and bring it back and turn it in, or do I want to go on over to
Good day, Henry.
get Wordlefucker. Oh, let's go get the horse. And we'll just do it on the way. If you're ever stuck, just wiggle back and forth on a horse. Sometimes it'll unstick you. Who's there? Rogue! Ah, you rogue. We'll have to void the essence of something or other. So, What shall we discuss today? I've been interested in armors and Middle Ages and stuff like that, and henceforth the game. Love, absolutely adore some of the armors and stuff they have. I love the combat, the sword fighting, maces, arrows, all that. But one thing I've noticed is that in recent years, last 20 or so years, there's been companies that actually go along with people who LARP and does the reenactments and things like that. I remember, it may just be my area, I don't know. One second, let me check this. Oh, okay. We're gonna have a visitor. Anyway, not too many years ago, when I was young, okay, a long time ago when I was young, we would get made fun of for reading a book. Oh, you read! You can read, can you? Ha ha ha! Beat up you. That's how that usually went. Not a whole lot of fun. Usually ended with very, very bad pain. God forbid if you actually play Dungeons & Dragons or you role-played anything at all. They do everything in their power to make sure you suffered. Now, though, are all the horses dead? Well, how about this horse from here? Thank goodness that one got away. Any horses left in here? No, stop it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this quest done, so I get through this particular quest. So it was kind of a waste of time to come over here. Well, I'll be dipped. Alright. Well, let's go get Kunish at the very least. Oh yeah, there's all the horses supposedly.
Yeah.
Alright, let's head on back. Since that didn't work out in my favor at all. Once again, should have done that beforehand. Oh yeah, the community for LARPers and such seems to be getting larger. Role players seems to be getting larger. I was even reading where they started doing sword fights and the like.
Yeah.
And the more I hear about that, the more interesting I see things are getting. But Jesus, are people making some money off of that stuff? It's kind of funny because it's not hard to make. I don't know if anyone's ever sit down and actually made chainmail or anything of that like, but it's really not that bad. It's just time consuming, and you have to know what you're doing. But it really isn't that hard to learn. I mean, think about it. They knew it in the Middle Ages. Just like farming and pretty much everything else. It takes time. Once you learn,
Yeah.
you're good.
Welcome, Henry.
I almost plowed you through. Well, over there. Anyway, yeah, they actually have quite a lot. Interesting. No, I'm heading right back.
You really ought to listen to me.
Yeah.
Stop chasing me. I'm just going this way. I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. Jesus. He's scary. top of some of the more interesting things that are coming. I'm just rambling. If you don't like this, I'll shut up. I don't care. I'm just surprised by how many people make armor and stuff specifically for the decorations and all that good jazz.
Yeah.
Has. Maybe I was just in the wrong state. This entire state seems to be less about intelligence and more about the erg beat chest,
Yeah.
throw balls, hit with sticks kind of place. Which I find even funnier considering I sucked at school.
Yeah.
Ehi, chi vanno? Chi è nato? Sai che sono morta.
Really? You're chasing me? I would turn around and kill you, but I think I need you for... I know I need you for a quest. This is the right one.
How are you, Henry?
Wow, they're still following me. Something's up with that. Alright. Yeah, I finally got to see the difference between brigandine armor and a few other brigandine? I don't know. The armor types.
Throw down your arms and give over all you have.
Yeah, but fucking hell.
You're going to cry
Is that the best you can do?
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, sorry. Pulling some of these guys off of me. I stopped to help the guards, and then these guys attacked me. And the guards barely did anything. Kinda disappointed in them.
What are you doing here? Bollocks!
Wait. Where's the human that was dead? Ah, he's up here. And another human. What's on the horse? Not a lot. Okay, there is a lot. But not what I thought there was.
God be with you, Henry. Well, look here. Hey, who's there? What's that?
That was a good haul, actually. Get some of that stuff packed away on the horse. Let's get the hell out of here. Is it? Seriously, it's going on night. Already. Like, fudge. Off we go. I guess I'll sell the first batch over here at the
Yeah.
stud farm. I need to check my skills.
Yeah.
I know they level. So no. What are you?
Sir, please. Please, sir.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg so I can...
Penitents ought to go barefoot. Don't you know that?
But I'm not a penitent, sir. I'm just poor.
And you're poor because you're a sinner. Don't you know that God rewards the just and punishes the sinners?
I know that, but...
No buts. God has punished you for your sins, so you ought to bear your poverty as your just penance.
You're a cruel one, lad. Don't let me delay you. I'd best wait for a more generous soul.
I have feet. Wait, oh, there he is. Did I even have boots? I did. I could have gave him those.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, at the very least, I gave my horse time to rest. And it's a straight shot.
Good day, Henry. Yeah.
Now I have no choice but to sell what's on me because I won in this tournament. Do you Peshik?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God save.
Is there any work here
Are they locals?
from Skallets?
Then no. I only take in people I know.
I've got some good...
All right. Good luck then.
I've got some goods here who's...
All right.
I'd like to discuss the...
My word.
I'm interested in...
Of course you...
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. You can bet on yourself to win the whole tournament. If you reckon you're up to it. If you lose, you forfeit your wager. That's a fair wager, ain't it?
All right, why the hell not?
I'm glad to hear. A nice little wager. Well, break a leg. Literally, I hope. Good luck then. Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your husband home? A torch will help. Your fields like fallow? Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? You'll need a rake.
Yeah.
I'd like to enroll it.
All right.
Of course.
What's your name?
I'm Henry, from Scouts.
I'll make a note of that. And I need to know...
Longsword.
Good. Meeting face to face in this round will be Zdeněk, apprentice to the Ratai scribe. And he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Welcome, our warriors. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Bollocks!
Who emerges victorious from the first round is Henry of Skalitz. Change weapons for the second bout. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Murka! Miss! Jesus Christ. Hey, yo.
Henry of Skalitz. Having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai tourney.
Guess I should have paid attention to who I was fighting.
Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And his adversary will be Stephen of Deliverance, spearman in the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Doesn't smell funny. Wow. That's pretty good.
Quitting?
Nope. Ow. That was pretty good too.
Fucking hell.
Ouch. Stop doing that.
Shit. Fuck it. Well landed. Shit. Yeah.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Peace. Bugger. Cunt! What? Well landed. Are you going to cry now?
Henry of Skalitz, having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai Tourney. Meeting face to face in this round will be Bowman Richard from the garrison of Sir Divish of Tamburg. And his adversary will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Shit! The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. Curse it! Give up! Take that!
What's the matter?
Victor in the second duel, he is Henry of Skalitz. Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
You put on a hell of a show, Henry. Here's your hard-earned reward.
Thank you, Sir Hanush.
Goodbye.
I wouldn't expect too much of it.
I'm honoured that you... Take care.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your field dry fallow? Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter?
With salt,
Cucumbers,
carrots,
lovely
scarlet,
cucumbers,
you'll find it
asparagus
nowhere
and prunes.
God save. Goodbye. God be with you.
Bye.
Everything for the house. Garden and field. Done.
Can't believe I almost forgot why I came here.
baked goods fresh from the oven.
Welcome, Henry.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
I'm from Scarlet's, good folk. You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
God save you, Henry. Look here, Kunesh.
Working for you?
In Pribyslavitz. We're rebuilding the whole settlement. You could maybe work there as a woodcutter.
Oh, I could cut wood. But what's it worth to you?
What do you mean, what's it worth? I'm offering you a new life. For once in your life, swallow your pride and seize the opportunity while you still can.
It's easy for you to say. You're right, lad. Though I hate to admit it. Ever since my old woman left, I've had the devil riding on my back. But you leave me my booze. What else have I got in life? As long as there's ale to wash down the dust, I'll work for you.
All right, I'll take you.
And may the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
No, it's fine, Baron.
Have pity on me, poor wretch.
Excuse me.
Good day, Henry.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
What am I to do?
How does life in...
Them rat-eye folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. And our lord sides with Wenceslas.
I think I have something that belongs to you. I found it in Skalitz.
What do you mean?
That's it.
By all the saints, thank you. You don't even know how much you helped us. And if you know my wife, then you'll know you just saved my life.
I probably shouldn't even tell you this, but Kunesh was after your treasure too. He wanted us to keep it ourselves.
What? That... I'll give him... I mean to say, I'll tell everyone about him. I don't know what to say. Here, take this at least. I'm poor, but you saved us. See you later.
My God, what happened to you?
What do you need?
Good luck, Benson.
Ten, 28. 10, 20. Oh, okay. That may be noisier. But with all the bonuses, the noise is reduced, so you have to work on visibility and conspicuousness.
What are you after?
Don't know. See you later.
Me with another visit.
Well met. Likewise.
So I need to come up here. Start gathering up all these quests that I need. There you are. I need you for the alehouse.
I'm at your serve.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? You've got an alehouse?
Yes. Well, no, not yet.
Then what on earth are you on about?
Good luck then.
I'll be damned. I might be able to get him without doing it.
I live like you did till scouts were burned to ashes.
They say he has a hard time finding a woman.
Good health to you, Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
Yeah.
I'd like to make.
Uh-huh.
I've.
I'm sure.
God save Henry.
I almost forgot to get my money from Kanesh.
Good day.
I've come for my winnings.
All right, here's your winnings. Damn it. There'll be another tourney in a week or so. Are you going to give me a chance to win my groschen back?
We'll see. Thanks.
Good luck then.
I wonder why I can't.
God be with you, Henry.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly. To keep them out of mischief. You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
I will. Thanks.
Now, which save did I get the extra necklace on? Actually, I think it's this one. Look.
Henry.
I've brought you something.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Who's next? Let's go find out in Prevoslavitz.
God be with you, Henry.
What on earth am I doing? This is just as fast. Actually, it's probably a little bit faster because I'm already over here.
What's the matter?
Ah! Nothing's the matter. I just like to pass the time of day with a fellow wayfarer.
I see. What do you have in mind?
We could have a little bout of combat, for the sake of practice.
Who are you, anyway? And what do you do?
Me? I'm just a wayfarer with a sword. I roam the world trying to earn a crust, that's all.
So you're a bandit?
You do me an injustice. I try to avoid banditry. Although, last winter I had to resort to that too. So, shall we fight then?
All right, why not?
Finally, a taker. I hope you have coin, though.
Aye, I have.
Fine, let's go.
Bring it on!
Yeah!
Really?
Fuck it. Oh well. Here you are.
You're bleeding, dude. Like you're gonna die. Shit. Didn't mean to kill you. He's probably gonna die. Really soon. Like, really soon. Unless he doesn't bleed out. Oh no, that makes me nervous. He's gonna go to Skeleton and die, and then they're gonna blame me for it, and I'm gonna be all mad. Like, roar, anger. Ah,
Yeah.
look at what I found up in here. But sometimes it's good to get your sword just dripping with a little bit of random human blood. It seems the humans like it a little bit, I suppose. I don't know. Probably should have shot him with an arrow, just taking him out clean. I actually wish I could dig up an old herb woman to work the town. But I suppose that's my hobby.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, good. I chose the right way.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Yeah.
Welcome, Henry.
There's work to be done.
All right. I'll muster the labour. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check. All good.
God be with you, Henry.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
Is it true about Prague?
Admittedly, in many cases, yes. But often there's no other option. The wealthier citizens have a latrine in their courtyard which they empty out whenever necessary. The common folk do empty their chamber pots on the streets.
See now.
But it's also said that if the Turks ever try to attack Prague, it's the stink that will hold them back, not the walls.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet downstream from the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shoot myself before getting there.
I've decided. Defecating will only be allowed at least 150 feet from the village. Anyone caught infringing this decree will get 10 lashes of the cane.
What? That's nearly as much as for stealing.
A strict decree, I admit. But it's for the common good.
Well, at least we have permission to go and shit again. I'll go and tell the fellas we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it. I don't even want to know.
Oh, I love that. Gonna need more money soon. Gas gonna cost me 4,000.
What?
Just only made 5 in there. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Church, forge, bakery, butchers, stables, guard, traders.
I've decided what to build.
Good choice. Come with me.
Fixing to go kill a lot of people.
going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
I like that speech going on. Sweeping dirt floors, huh? Guess you gotta keep the dirt even. Alright.
Good day, Henry.
I hope I can be a...
See you later.
Blacksmith will be. It's actually pretty cool. Use some of this old wood, or this old wall, foundation, whatever. Got a brand new road built, and I'm using the shittiest one on the game.
Money or your life. Lost chance to fuck off, cunt.
Well, I never. The pig turns willingly to the slaughter.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Well, now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock.
You fucked up there.
Ow!
Yeah. You're in the wrong place. Hey, who's that? Well, look here. Hey!
Oh, wow. I did go the distance back here, didn't I?
Hey, who's that? What's that? Who's there?
Yeah. Henry, I'm glad you came. Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
I am at your service.
I'd like to discuss the... Here.
Well...
What do you reckon? Did that battle in Privy-Slavitz put an end to the trouble?
Come now, what are you saying?
All the raiding and looting, I mean.
I mean you, a stupid woman?
Oh, no.
That's the daftest thing I've heard today. When I think of how you wiped the floor with the miller.
Oh, that was easy. He was talking utter nonsense.
Everyone believed him, though, until you put him in his place.
Even you?
Well, look, you're not a stupid woman. And I'm not the brightest star in the sky.
That's a clever way of putting it. Will you come tomorrow? I have a new song from the peddler. We can give it a go.
I'll be there.
So their way of flirting is to call each other stupid. Reminds me of small children.
God be with you, Henry. What are you doing here?
Why do you ask? Can I not take a walk in the woods without being accosted?
I ask because I'm the gamekeeper here, and it's my job to protect these woods from poachers.
Well, I'm certainly not poaching.
In that case, you won't mind if I have a look what you've got?
Certainly. Go up.
All right. Nothing suspicious here. You may leave, Goodman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I need a save
Yeah.
first. That sucks. It's going to be a redundant run back and forth.
Let me whisper something in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God save you, Henry.
glad you stopped by.
What's life like in Rat?
Good. Or it was till the refugees came. Still, we're... Goodbye.
God save.
God be with you.
Take care. See you later.
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home.
Asparagus that'll cut you in half and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you. Come get them.
God be with you, Henry.
God's blessings.
God be with you.
Take care.
Where? Okay. Yeah. Legs 21. Oh yeah. those legs. And arms 23. Ha ha. Lords of Lipa.
God be with you. Take care.
Good. God, it worked.
My home, my family, my livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right up.
You're an odd one to see coming out of there. There you are.
I'm honored that you... You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers? That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
That's my job with Kanesh.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water?
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. there'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
Take care.
Alright, this right here is actually one of the more obnoxious quests. It's twofold. You have this quest, Aquarius, also ties into another quest.
Saint Joseph, I implore you.
And this guy's the one we're wanting from this quest.
Good day, Henry.
And the other guy is in,
Baked good,
It's a
fresh
sound.
from the oven. Come get 'em.
I suppose we better go get cleaned up if we're going to be hiring somebody. Unless he's right here.
I'm at your...
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you...
I've been...
I'm sure you...
You mean you want me to bring...
No, that's not what I meant. A few of the burgers, but I was thinking...
Sorry, but
I see. Goodbye.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll...
Good luck, then.
This quest comes at some benefits. Most of the people you choose are going to kill themselves. Yeah. Benefit or not, it's still something that you can think about.
Greetings.
I'm in...
And what is...
I've...
God.
Excuse me.
help you, Henry.
Yeah!
I'm glad to see you.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did, but more money?
I wouldn't be Tonda the winch anymore. More like Tonda the stench.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favour.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy 'em before
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt.
Welcome, Henry.
And how are you holding?
No.
Sure.
What for?
It's a shame there isn't any real work for strongmen.
Ain't that the truth? But as I've said, the mines will get repaired, and I'll have real work again.
I heard you lot don't want to...
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
What would you give me if I reckon?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Deal. I know everything I need.
So, can...
Not yet.
Well,
Not talking to me?
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. God be with you.
You're just going to pretend I'm not here?
I'm glad to see you.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Not
Fine.
talking to me?
Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye. I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
Invisible or what?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father.
Not talking to me?
And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
Not talking to me?
To him at all.
And what would you give?
I've got nothing.
Oh, come. What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
I'm sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silver works, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? God be with you.
I hope I can be of some...
You're interested in carrying...
I am.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you...
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your...
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option.
Are you trying to insult me?
True.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but for a man of my...
How are you holding?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
But the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him. What would you give me if I...
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job. Only one who'll stoop to...
Come now. I just want to help. But I'll have my job cut out, persuade...
All right. I don't have anything. But I know the armourer in Sasau. And he'll...
Nah, no good.
I've nothing else to offer.
That's enough for now.
Goodbye.
I could use...
Aye.
But first this water carrying job has to be settled. I can't go anywhere until then.
See you later.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
You're here about the water.
Aye. I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job?
God save you.
There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm labourer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Scullets and ended up here.
Quite the fat totem, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman. That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
So tell me.
I was a
Quite the fat... Right, I see. So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since...
And you had another job before?
No. I was just joking.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
How are you holding up?
What can I tell you?
What happened with the bait?
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Well, I could put in a good word for you.
But off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. They've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your... you know, manhood. What do you say? Deal?
We'll shake on it. I'll get you the job, and you'll...
Agreed. See you later.
Greetings, good night.
You're one of the people...
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions.
Peter. But everyone calls me
What?
Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships?
I don't know and don't care. I'm not here because of that.
I suppose not.
At the mine?
That's right. But you...
How badly?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can...
It's not easy work, though.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one...
What? For the knack?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. But what about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. How are you holding?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back.
What happened to it?
That time in Scullets.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging it's not healed. You can't carry water like that.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I could find something that will help you.
Anything?
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much. How much do I owe?
Oh, nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no...
What would you get?
Good word.
Asparagus with taste and...
And may the souls of all the faithful...
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumours. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Fran.
May the Lord watch over you.
I guess I can go get that done tonight. Well, it will take more than 10 minutes.
I don't understand these things.
Probably take me 10 minutes just to get to Ledechko. What time is it? It is noon. A very rainy day. I wish they could have added a better skybox. They do a good job on them, but like right now. Okay, that took a lot less time than I thought it would. But I suppose this is a much shorter route. Who knows, I might actually get this done in record time. And get what I need. Dum bum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for those who didn't know, this place contains a cumin that we can take and arrest. Or we can get money out of it. I prefer to return them. Because money's pretty easy to get. Although one day I will actually take the bribe and see what he gives. Might be something interesting, like a book, or a rare book. Or even cooler. Something rare. And not just money. But if it's just money, meh. As long as you have bandits, this money's pretty easy to get. Probably would have made a better time if I would have taken a wrong turn, but I always make wrong turns. If I didn't, people would think that I knew what I was doing, and that would be scary. That's still alright. Alright. Come back and I'm Fred. That's east. That's west. Need to go that way. Honestly, I probably need to go that way. Whoa. Nope.
Yeah.
I do need to go further backwards though. But also, Branyak? Really? Branyak, huh? I was completely not sure. Wow. That's a surprise. Oh. Well, if I can just remember my name. And how to get here. I can go later and explore. Not really. Do I really want to go do that right now?
Yeah.
Some places the game needs, like there's a house with a tunnel under it that you can go into. God knows I've only found it like twice. 600 something hours of gameplay. And you, sir, are walking out of the woods. That's kind of freaky. Just take a crap on the side of the road. Wouldn't like it. That reminds me, why don't we ever see someone just drop the drawers and take a crap on the side of the road? I mean, in real life, I totally expect it.
Yeah.
This won't take long.
Yeah.
Laters. There are a lot of you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me save.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh.
Alright. You got my attention.
Ah!
Your end is nigh. I'm over here. Topsy Theory. Shit!
Oh, they went out in the woods. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
My breath is short, my feet are sore.
I hope I can be. I'll be with you.
Salt sprinkled with the bloody tears of St. James Madonna.
I hope I can be.
He thinks only of himself and his own desires.
You're right. He really is like that. But how can you criticize him when you're turning your back on your calling out of fear?
That's not the same thing at all.
Isn't it? Maybe not to you or him, but the people won't see it that way. You've both failed your flocks.
You can't possibly mean that. I'm nothing like that ignoramus.
It comes down to the same thing in the end. Having a scoundrel for a priest or having nobody at all. You have a calling, so follow it.
I don't know who you think you are to sit in judgment on me, but I've no desire to get killed. When Sir Retzig returns to Skalitz, that's when I shall do, and not a day before.
As you wish. How did you manage to...
I didn't. I wasn't there during...
And why aren't you with our...
Look, here I'm an honored guest and well cared for. In Retire, there's hardly room enough for the refugees already there. And what's more, the parish priest doesn't like me, which happens to be mutual. The last thing I want to be doing is haggling with him over where I can sleep or how many slices of bread I'm allowed to eat.
He certainly isn't known for being generous.
God forgive me, but I'm afraid. All kinds of ruffians are on the rampage around Skalitz.
It isn't completely safe, but most of them are gone.
As my father used to say, why take the risk? Farewell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome,
Yeah.